In today's video, I will be embarking on a concept called percentage composition. Percentage and this is a concept you likely see in your Waec exam, your Jamb exam, and most of your O-level exams. So please, you don't need to be confused about a concept like this. A question might come in this format: calculate the percentage composition of calcium in calcium sulfate, or let's say sulfur in sulfuric acid, or carbon in carbon dioxide. So if you have something like this, the first thing you have to take note of, please make sure you know the formula mass of the compound. Know the formula mass, and before you can get the formula mass, that means you're already familiar with the atomic mass of that element. So what is the atomic mass of calcium, atomic mass of sulfur, atomic mass of oxygen, atomic mass of hydrogen, and atomic mass of carbon? So these things you are expected to know them before you can attempt questions like this. So let's start. Please take note. Calcium is 40, sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1, which is that element again, and carbon is 12. So these are all the elements we have here. So let's start with the first one. We have number 1, calcium sulfate. That's calcium tetrasulfate 6. So if you have a question like this, what is the percentage composition of this compound, or the percentage composition of calcium in this, or the percentage composition of sulfur in this, or the percentage composition of oxygen in this compound? So what you are expected to do is this. I'm going to solve for all the constituents, but let's start with the formula mass. So I will have calcium plus sulfur plus 4 oxygen. So calcium is 40, sulfur is 32, then oxygen is 4 times 16. So I will have 40 plus 32 plus, we have 4 times 16, we have 64, plus 64. Then please let's sum all of them. 64 plus 32 plus 40, we have 136 gram per mole. So this is the formula mass for calcium tetrasulfate 6. So after getting the formula mass, now let's calculate the percentage composition of calcium in this compound. So you write calcium all over the total compound times 100 all over 1. Please, this one we are calculating for is for calcium. So what we do, what is the formula mass, or what is the atomic mass of calcium? Atomic mass of calcium is 40 all over the whole compound is 136 times 100 all over 1. So if you multiply this, you are going to have 4,000 all over 136. So let's try it. 4,000 divided by 136, I'm going to have 29.4. So my answer is 29.4%. So this is the percentage of calcium that is present in this compound. So let's calculate the percentage of sulfur. So if I'm calculating the percentage of sulfur, I can now say sulfur all over CaSO4 times 100 all over 1. Sulfur is 32 all over the compound is 136 times 100 all over 1. So if you do this, you are going to have 3200 all over 136. So let me push my calculator. 32 divided by 136. So I have 23.5%. So 23.5% is the percentage of sulfur present in calcium sulfate. So what is the percentage of oxygen? I write oxygen all over CaSO4 times 100 all over 1. If you have written something like this, that means you are wrong. Please, oxygen is not 1. We have 4 oxygen present here. So I'm going to have 4 oxygen divided by calcium sulfate times 100 all over 1. So how many oxygen is 16 the other time? So we just want to say 16 times 4. That will give us 64 all over 136 times 100 all over 1. That will give us 6400 all over 136. So let me punch my calculator. We have 6400 divided by 136. I have 47.1%. So that is to say, we have 29.4% calcium, 23.5% sulfur, and 47.1% oxygen. Most cases, I'm not expected to solve for the one of oxygen. What I'm to do is very, very simple. I write calcium plus sulfur plus oxygen is equals to 100. Calcium was gotten to be 29.4. Sulfur was gotten to be 23.5. Please let us add percent plus oxygen equals to 100. So let's correct like term. I write oxygen is equals to 100 minus 29.4 plus 23.5. And if you sum and subtract, your answer will also be 47.1. So most cases you are not to solve for this last one. So just for you to add this, then subtract it from 100, you are going to get your answer. But please, how do you confirm if your answer is truly correct? It's very easy. It's just for you to punch your calculator, percentage of calcium, percentage of sulfur present in calcium sulfate, and percentage of oxygen present in calcium sulfate. If you add all of them together, it must be equals to 100. So if you have something like this, that means your answer is correct. But the truth is this kind of question, you likely see it in your Waec examination, not Jamb. Jamb will not like to stress it by giving you a question like this, whereby you solve for calcium, solve for sulfur, solve for oxygen. They will only tell you to solve for sulfur or calcium or oxygen. So let us try that for this very example here. What is the percentage composition of sulfur in this compound? So what you have to do is very easy. First of all, what is the formula mass of H2SO4? H2SO4 should be 98 grams per mole. So let us confirm. We have 2 times 1, hydrogen is 1, plus 32, plus oxygen is 16 times 4. So I will have 64 plus 32 plus 2. And if you sum everything here, you are going to have 98 grams per mole. So, but this is not what we are looking for. We are looking for the percentage composition of sulfur in this compound. So you write sulfur all over H2SO4 times 100 all over 1. So sulfur is 32, then H2SO4 is 98 times 100 all over 1. So we have 3200 all over 98. 3200 divided by 98. Our answer is 32.7%. That's the answer. So we can now say we have 32.7% of sulfur present in hydrogen tetraoxosulfate 6. So please, you can do this for carbon dioxide and any other questions you see in your Waec or Jamb past questions. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends.